What is good, my YouTube minions? Today is Friday, so that is good at least. And today I have a battle against Cobalt314, and it's a guy I've never battled before, so not really sure what to expect, but that always makes it fun. So yeah, here are the teams. So now I guess you do kind of know what to expect. And I don't think there's really anything super notable to go over. Now he does have Tapu Koko, which is always going to be a problem. Sure, pretty much any team. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, this guy is very, very yellow. So if you are trying to look like a Pikachu, you have succeeded, and now I must destroy you. Because I destroy all Pikachus! Bahahaha! Anyway, he's gonna go ahead and lead with his Stonehenge. I guess it's name of his Gigalith, and I'm gonna lead with Mammo, which I believe is probably my favorite rock setter in this generation. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go for an Earthquake. I know I'm gonna be faster, and I am Sash, so I know that I should be able to 2-KO this thing. Obviously, this thing's extremely physically defensive, so I'm not going to be able to one-shot it. He gets off his Stealth Rocks, and now I'm just hoping to 2-KO, and I'm able to take this thing out pretty early, which is nice. He is kind of running a pseudo Sandstorm team, not to the extent that the other guy was battled a little bit earlier, yeah, a few weeks ago, I think, with the Boldore lead with the full-blown Stealth Rock, Sandstorm team. He ends up going into, his Golisopod, which is I think one of the only Pokemon he brought that is actually damaged by Sandstorm, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up my rocks as he does his thing, but I know he can't possibly kill me, of course, because of, my Sash. So I'm just gonna go now into my Toxapex, which should be able to wall this thing pretty nicely, this Golisopod, and obviously I should resist all of his stab moves. And I don't really think I don't think Golisopod usually runs anything that can hit me for super effective damage. Toxapex is a pretty nice wall thing. So he's going to be forced out, and he goes into Tapu Koko, which is a nice play, because obviously he's going to scare me away with his electric stuff. However, I could have actually just went for a poison move there, and that would have been super effective. Either way, I decided actually to set up a layer of Toxic Spikes. I mean, looking at his team, he has a few Pokemon that would be affected by it, and it's always kind of nice to get those things set up. And I believe I actually risk staying in here, trying to get the... No, I go for a Baneful Bunker to see what he would do. It's really a why not kind of play, in case this thing is choice in some way. And he ends up going for a Grass Knot, which is really weird, and he must have been predicting a switch. And the only reason in my mind that he would be running Grass Knot, and mind you, Grass Knot is actually one of the only special moves that is a contact move. There are like a couple, and Grass Knot is one of them. So, funnily enough, Baneful Bunker actually poisons him, but that's a side note. The only reason that you'd be running Grass Knot is if he brings a Specs Tapu Koko in my mind. So I'm actually okay with actually staying in here and going for another... actually, no, I do switch out. I don't know why. I should have just stayed in and went for another layer of Toxic Spice. Oh well, he goes into Delmise, which takes the normal poison, I suppose. But yeah, that's whatever. And these things probably have Rapid Spin, so I don't really have a spin blocker. I go out into Garchomp, I guess, on the double switch, and I'm just going to go ahead and Swords Dance. So if I didn't know it was Specs before, now I'm pretty sure it's Specs, because seeing that he switched it out, I guess he was predicting my Garchomp to come in there. Any switch, yeah, I'm just going to go for a Swords Dance. This is a pretty cool Garchomp that utilizes Z Sandstorm. So I actually have two setup moves. The Swords Dance for the attack boost, and now I'm going to go ahead and flip the Z Sandstorm, which will not only set up the Sandstorm again, increasing my evasiveness, because I do have Sand Veil on this Garchomp, but because of the Z effect, I'm going to get speed. So right now I'm sitting at +2 attack, +1 speed, which is a devastating combination on a Garchomp, I might add. So, yeah, he's going to go for that, which does a ridiculous amount of damage, actually. But now that I'm completely set up, I should be okay to maybe get some sweeping done. But man, that Power Whip did a little bit more than I thought it would. Oh well, it's in the past now, and I can just focus on using Dragon Claw on everything. So that is a dead thing, that dead Delmise. And, yeah, the Delmise is demised. No, that's horrible. I'm sorry, but, yeah, I completely forgot about this Golisopod, so now I'm gonna lose Garchomp, but, I killed one thing with it, so, that almost worked. If only I got the, Sand Veil, but that would have been complete hacks. Oh well, into Toxapex I go, and, yeah, he's gonna go switch out, obviously, he has nothing to do with me. He goes into Bowing his, Garchomp, which, I was actually kind of expecting Tapu Koko again, so I was going for a Venusaur Shock. Not the case, I'm afraid. And, yeah, that's unfortunate, but I should switch out here because I do not... Actually, I think I'll go for a Baneful Bunker randomly, just in case. I probably shouldn't have... No. Okay, I do switch out. Man, I don't remember this battle at all. Oh, I go into Buzzwole, which, actually can take some physical hits, as he just goes for a Swords Dance of his own, so he's trying to set up here. And, with my Buzzwole, though, which is Scarfed, I am hoping to go ahead and flip the Ice Punch that he hopefully didn't expect, and he doesn't, and I'm able to take out the Garchomp, which is pretty awesome. This is the Scarf Buzzwole I was using a couple battles ago, and I really do like it. And you can actually see a move other than Superpower there on his moveset. But he's going to go into Metagross now, knowing that I am probably Scarfed and locked in Ice Punch. I really don't want to give this thing free setup, but I don't really have a choice at this point. He's going to be able to get, a Mega Evolve, and Mega Metagross, actually, that was the thing, looking at his team at the beginning of the battle, that, oh crap, I really don't have a solid answer to Mega Metagross. In fact, my only shot at this point is to go into my Necrozma here, which is decently bulky. I'm actually hoping to live another Meteor Mash and paralyze it, so come on, can I live another Meteor Mash, please? Thank God, okay. 22 HP, must have been max damage the first time, maybe min damage the second, I don't know, but I live it, and I live it with 22 HP, and I get the crucial Thunder Wave, which, if it didn't get that, I think he could have outsped most of my team and threatened it, so yeah, super psyched about that. I'm just going to go ahead and heal now, knowing that his Meteor Mash will do about a little bit less than half, which is what it looks like they'd be doing, but he ends up missing one. I was actually going to probably keep spamming Recover, well, actually in this case Morning Sun, until I got a miss or a Paralysis on his part, and, well, I got a miss, and now I got a Paralysis, so yeah, not too shabby on my part. And I'm going to switch out now. I don't really have anything offensively to do to Metagross, so I go out in my Arcanine, which does, obviously, with a Burnout. And I also get the Intimidate off on the Mega Metagross. I keep saying Megagross, which would not be correct. But yeah, I'm just going to go for the Burn Up now, and this definitely should take care of this thing. And yep, down goes the Metagross, and probably his biggest threat left goes down. Well, I would say biggest threat if it wasn't for this Tapu Koko, which is always a threat. However, now that I know that it's Specs, I'm kind of thinking that I can play around it, because depending on what he locks himself into is huge. He's just going to go for a Volt Switch, though, which is a pretty good play. Now that he knows I don't have Garchomp anymore, it's safe, and it allows him to choose another move when he comes back in. He goes back into Brannigan, his Golisopod, and it's going to go right into Toxapex, because, yeah, the advantage to me that he Volt Switched is that I get to see what Pokemon he goes into first, and now he's just going to spring a Rock Tomb, which really doesn't do much, and I'm just going to go for a Venus Shock and see how much it does. It really doesn't do much to him either, but it does trigger his Emergency Exit ability, and that does not favor me because he gets, that switch into Tapu Koko again. And this is not a favorable matchup, but actually it kind of is, because I can Baneful Bunker to see what he locks himself into. So that's what I do. I go for a Baneful Bunker. What are you doing, man? You're probably just going to Volt Switch, but, knowledge is power. And, yeah, indeed is going for that Volt Switch. And I know that I can't stay in with Toxapex. Actually, I think this is when I try to stay in with Toxapex. I don't set up the second layer, though. I just try to kill it. I'm like, you know what? Toxapex is pretty amazingly bulky. And, no, it doesn't live as Specs Volt Switch in the electric terrain. In fact, I was probably just sacking it there. That's what my thought process is. I was sacking it there. I'm sorry if my narration is a little bit off today, because I don't remember this battle that well. It was like a week ago. Okay, so Buzzwole's coming in against this thing because I know that I can take physical hits pretty well. And he tries to go for a first impression, which I also resist, so sure. He's going to go ahead and go for a Leech Life. Seems like a thing that I could lock myself into. I know that his last Pokemon are pretty weak. He has that Tapu Koko, which is nearly dead. Actually, probably will just die to the Stealth Rocks, or pretty close to it, and the Poison. And, yeah, he also has, that, well, the thing I just killed. The Golisopod. But, yeah, if he ends up outspeeding me because he's Scarfed or something and I was wrong the whole time, then, he would, die to his own poison. And it looks like, he is Scarfed because he had us outspeed my Buzzwole, or my Buzzwole just can't outspeed a, normal speed Koko, which could be the case as well. Not really sure, but, I guess I was thinking Specs the whole battle, but it might have actually been Scarfed. which case I don't really get why Grass Knot was on the set. Okay, so today's question of the day: which of your of the four Alolan Islands was your favorite? Um, as for me, I think probably Ula Ula Island was my favorite because I really liked the idea of um what is it team Skull conquering a whole town, which is one of the biggest surprises I think of the game, and I thought that was a really cool touch. So, but what was your favorite going through the game? Was it the one you started in, which is Melia Mealy Island? I'm probably butchering the names. Was it Akala Island, which was the one with the fire, grass, water challenges? Was it Ula Ula, or was it Pony Island, which was the last one? All right, so leave a comment about that, and see you guys next time.